Hello everyone and welcome back to today's morning report. Charles Praises on Friday the 17th of June with me, Richard Perrymarket, Alistat and Tech Markets. Looking at sterling dollar cable, sharp turnaround. And that's come, as I said earlier, on the back of this the murder of this politician in the UK, Joe Cox, who which has subsequently driven or resulted in the suspension of the Brexit campaigning, and it's seen to be as a positive for the Remain camp, and subsequently we're seeing sterling quite sharply higher. And if you look at the fact that just prior to the announcement of this lady's death, sterling hit 40.10, which was pretty much that April low. 40.04 was the April low, and rebounded 42.66 currently, so 260 ticks, 250 ticks higher since that announcement of her death. So it has turned around the situation, has turned around the sterling weakness, turned the market, the momentum indicators beginning to trying to look higher again, stochastics turning up. Is this something we can sort of back as a recovery for sterling? Well, I think there's a significant overhead resistance around 43 to 43.30, 43.30 being the key sort of lows that we saw in May, and also a reaction high. If you look on the hourly chart, please come up. Thank you. Hourly chart reaction high around that level as well, 43.26 on Monday. So we've seen this recovery, and again, it is a pretty strong recovery, and the market is holding on to that move this morning. You've got a slight pivot band as well around 42.20, which is sort of old highs from Wednesday, becoming the new support today. So that's an initial pivot line, but obviously that protects all the way back down to 40.10, which was yesterday's spike low before that significant rally from that bottom. And it, as I said, it's sort of looking to test the upside move. And 42.92, 42.93 was the high today. So you are seeing sort of some moves to the upside, but can it sustain the upside momentum? It'll be interesting to see how long sterling does sustain this momentum for, and the actual impact it does have on the polling in the last week, because I think the polls and the Brexit momentum will be the driver of sterling, whether it sort of turns back towards Remain, or whether it maintains the Leave campaign momentum that had been building up this week, which had driven sterling so strongly lower, sort of 500 odd ticks of downside that we'd seen. It'd be very interesting to see if this recovery can break through that resistance at 43.30, and if it does, then I think that would be a pretty considerable sign, because 43.30 had seemed to be the sort of support that had been holding fairly strongly until we started to see the Leave campaign really gaining in the momentum. But as I said, 43.30 could well be seen as a bit of a watershed for cable now. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.